So there was something I saw someone talking about on Ghanaian police.
Charlie, these kids are getting the help they need.
You get it?
And other Ghanaians too don't share the same sentiment.
I'm telling you.
They don't like the way he portrayed the country Ghana.
Hi, sweethearts. Hi, darlings. Yes, welcome back yet to another interesting, intriguing, and most importantly, educative, inspiring, and entertaining episode right here on the stable of Civic Inspirations. Guys, welcome back. And straight up for what we have for today. Before we head up for what we have for today, according to the intro, I need you to do one thing and one thing only. Do not forget to smash and destroy the like button, share button, and subscribe if you are not, to be a part and parcel of this unique and amazing members of the family of Civic Inspirations. Yes, where we do it all Ghana, Nigeria, every other African countries in the continent of Africa. So take a seat, grab your popcorn whatsoever, and chillax. Let's do this one. Now, probably before now, I used to think that this only happens in Nigeria about this certain religion. I don't know, we call them Jehovah Witness in Nigeria. Most people call them Jehovah Wickedness, and this is not to cajole any religion, but those people actually, will always blow your mind. The way they appear from nowhere, out of the blues, into your premises. Like one of them even invaded my privacy one of the days when I just came out from the bathroom, and it was a scene, a very, very funny one at that. Coming out of the bathroom, and you see these people seated right in your sitting room, and you're like, whoa, Jesus, are these humans or spirit? How did you get in here? And you're seated as though we have a family meeting, a family gathering, or a conference meeting. Really, guys? Before we even talk about this, before we even dissect and digest these people's character, attitude that is almost like that of a pest, a parasite, let us even hear more from what it is for Ghanaians. Yes.
Your mouth cannot talk.
You know one thing I like about these people? They never give up.
You don't know why.
I don't know whether this one is Jehovah Witness or Latter-day Saint. But these people, when they come to your house and you want them to even mop the ceiling, they'll do it. They don't care.
I'm telling you.
Just so that you listen to them.
You get it?
I don't know this guy, but I think he has been in Ghana for too long. And it's having effects on him.
Oh my God. This one even literally sat down there and was pounding, cooking like a Jehovah Witness. Like, guys, it's funny but not funny how these people go to the extent of doing everything literally possible, like anything possible, to convince you about their religion. And to think of the fact that one funny thing about their belief and their religion is that there is no heaven. Like, this is not trying to bash or bring down any religion whatsoever. But as a Christian that I am, hearing these people tell me that there's nothing like heaven, that's definitely we are the inheritance of the earth, meaning that all the money we are suffering and working hard building mansions and all whatnot will be inherited by these people eventually. So Charlie, if you are working, no matter whom you are, be chopping your money small, because if you don't, these people will eventually chop your money for you by inheriting your money, your bank account, your investment, your buildings, and all whatnot at the end of the day, exactly according to them. So it is to let you know. Okay, as if that was not enough, one of the highlights for me during the week, in the past few weeks, that was trending on the internet, on the media, especially right here on the street of YouTube, is how Mr. Beast actually came into Ghana, taking the blood pressure, the BP of Ghanaians to the highest level, that some were screaming, jubilating, and they were like, our Messiah has come. Oh, all these shenanigans, all this magic we see Mr. Beast performing on YouTube all over the world has finally come to Ghana. But before we digest and scatter this table, let us even see what it actually looks like.
So American YouTuber Mr. Beast was in Ghana, I think some few weeks ago, maybe a month. And people actually didn't know what exactly he came to do in Ghana, even though we had rumors that he's come to do some philanthropic work and all that. We didn't really know what he came to do.
You get it?
Now, a few hours ago, he dropped a video. And in this video, you could see what exactly he came to do in the country.
You don't know.
And there's been mixed reactions about the video. Some people are happy that finally the help that people need is finally coming. Me, for example, I was really excited that finally, Charlie, these kids are getting the help they need.
You get it?
And other Ghanaians too don't share the same sentiment.
I'm telling
they
you.
don't like the way he portrayed the country Ghana. Like when you go to the caption, you can see that it's really different. And when you go down in the description, there's no clue of where it really happened in Ghana.
Look at my face.
Whether it happened in the Western region or the Eastern region, there's no clue. All you keep hearing in the video that it happened in Ghana. And some people are worried about the reputation. Others too are like, "Che, you are getting the help that you finally need. You are worried about caption."
In Ghana, sadly, countless children are abandoned and fall victim to being captured as slaves to the fishing industry. And after speaking with countless locals, I came to the heartbreaking realization that being rescued is only the beginning of their struggle. Even for those fortunate enough to escape, years of relentless abuse and exploitation have left them in desperate need of medical care, yet there are no adequate facilities to provide the treatment they so urgently require. So we made it our mission to build a brand new surgical center in the heart of Ghana to combat the lack of medical care, to help survivors like these two brothers, Ernest and Richmond, who were sold as slaves after being abandoned by their parents and only rescued at the age of 16.
When our mom and dad give birth to us, we don't find them, and they need us.
As slaves of the fishing industry, the two were separated and had to survive on their own, not knowing if they will ever see each other again.
Sometimes they will try to push you inside the water. If you don't know how to swim, then you are going to die. 20 of my friends, they all died.
But luckily, the two brothers were rescued by the Ghana Make a Difference Foundation, also known as GMAD, an organization that combats child slavery here in Ghana.
I was very happy that I come to GMAD because what they have done to me, I'm appreciative of that.
Okay, I might want to say Mr. Beast is on Kolos or on Kolos is on him. I don't know, but let me just retrieve my words, because at this point, make it make sense that what people were expecting that you're coming into their country to do is a different thing entirely. This is my own personal opinion, right? But at the end of the day, if this is actually a charity organization running, how come Ghanaians or most of them are not aware? And how come at the end of the day, from what we have seen, you are trying to portray a certain narrative about a country that is to say that these people are on the worst state of poverty or whatever you think you might want to analyze or project it to be? How can you tell or report a story of a particular people better than them, especially on the negative limelight? You see, that's why there are certain things that I would never do, like going to other people's country, even if it's for the work of charity. Let it be that I have a foundation, I have a charity organization, that when I come there, the whole world know that, okay, it is my business. But the way Ghanaians actually expected that he was coming to do most of all these shenanigans he does, all in the name of content creation, and at the end of the day, expecting a different thing and seeing a different thing, was actually a mess for me. Like, personally, I don't know what you think as a Ghanaian, and filming these people, I don't know if it's by their consent or not, or they even understand what you are filming them for. I don't know what transpired between these persons, but featuring a country's people in this limelight, where in your own country, I know you might have worse situations than this, is a no for me. Guys, I am not trying to be biased, sentimental or emotional here, but I'm just trying to give my own candid opinion based on what my brother has reported on his own opinion, right? Yes, so Ghanaians, there is something that you have been summoned upon. I don't know if it's a memory for you or you still understand, and yes, you can still relate to this. Let us even hear what this my brother is telling us, because I enjoyed this whole narrative of how this name came about and how the whole storyline went down. Let's take a look at that.
In Ghana, when you hear the name Marata, the first thing that will come to your mind is an evil spirit or anything that is evil. When you go to our churches, you even hear the pastor saying, "Me bompa etia Marata hum biara."
You don't know.
And I'm wondering how this thing even became a prayer point. Now, first of all, the real name of Marata is Sundiata Keita. He was the one who founded the Mali Empire. I know when you hear the Mali Empire, the first thing that comes to your mind is Mansa Musa. But this is the guy who really founded the empire.
I'm telling
it
you.
was this guy's story that inspired the Lion King that we all enjoyed.
You get it?
He was born in the 13th century. Now, when this guy was born, he couldn't even walk. But then there was a prophecy that this guy would be the greatest king ever.
You don't know.
At the age of 7 years old, he just stood up one day and then started walking, which shocked everyone. Now, this brought all eyes on him.
Look at my face.
His mother, who feared for their life, took him and his sisters and then fled into exile. His father, who was a king, was unalived by this man called Sumanguru. He was the king of the Soso Empire. Now, years later, Sundiata Keita, aka Marata, returned and conquered this king in the Battle of Quirina,
You get it?
taking over the other kingdoms, and then established a whole empire, which became the Mali Empire. And that was when he took the title Mansa, which means a king in the Madinka language. So I'm wondering how this guy's name became a prayer point in Ghana, whilst other people made a whole Lion King movie out of the whole scenario.
You see, most times when people connote a word or connote sentences, you might definitely not understand the history and the origin behind it. But hearing that, yes, this is how this name came about, and the history and the storyline is actually a thing that is worth commendable and as well interesting, right? Now, this is to Chimdi to tell us how, yes, Chimdi is here to tell us how the Ghana police actually exposes the flaws, the deficiencies, and the loopholes of Nigerian police. Let's hear from him.
So there was something I saw someone talking about on Ghanaian police.
The Ghana police are not playing. Tell me why I was driving the other day. I was taking my mother to Takrade, and we went and we came back. And then just 2 days ago, I got a message from MTTD, which reads, caution notice, vehicle registration number, blah, blah, blah. They gave the number of my vehicle, name of vehicle owner, driver, blah, blah, blah. Location, date, 9 January 2025, 11:40. Offense, speeding. This is a caution notice. No fine has been issued. Soon, the Ghana Police Service will issue electronic tickets for similar traffic offences. If you're not the owner of this vehicle, visit DVLA to effect blah, 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 blah. Basically, they are playing, okay? I don't even remember how I was driving that they said I was speeding. I looked at the location they provided around airport roundabouts. That place, there's not even the chance to speed. So I really don't know why or what, but I'm not going to contest this because I have not been fined. They're just cautioning me. And please, I just want to bring it to your attention. Now, Ghana Police are not playing. So if you are driving, those cameras they've mounted at traffic lights and other places, sometimes you don't even see them. They look like the cameras are working, and they're going to use them to come after us. This is a caution notice, but they're saying if I do it again, they're going to give me a fine. Hey babe, how will I pay this economy? So I beg you.
The world is talking about Ghana. Everywhere is Ghana around the world. Yet Ghana is not even stopping. Look at how digital their police had gone. Now, boss, there's something I understood about their police, this thing, this their police outreach, or this their police outreach, or security outreach. Now you'd understand that if you're caught speeding, there is a forewarning. Look at that forewarning. There is a message there to forewarn you. There is a warning such that you would understand, I have been warned, therefore I'd have to be very careful subsequently. Such that, when you're caught and you're penalized, you won't say, but you never warned me, This is something you can never see in Nigeria. Nigeria can never warn you. They want you, see, let me tell you, Nigeria will take away every form of placard or notice that will give you a warning, because they know that the right people in Nigeria are always on the check. They are all aware, so they are busy looking for warnings just in case, because they don't want to fail rules. But Nigerians, the Nigerian Security Department would take away such warning so that you wouldn't see such warning and you fail the rule. And once you fail because they have criminal tendencies, it's always all about making money. They'll grab you. No warning, they'll grab you. On the first instance, your first experience on breaking that rule is not warning. Your first experience is that you're paying a fine. In most cases, if you can settle whoever caught you, that is part of those agencies, settle them. Maybe whatever fine you're supposed to pay, you pay in half and give to the guy and just go your way, which I do not truly advise. So the situation is that Nigeria, every developed country that I know, would always start with a warning, but you can't find it in Nigeria. Now, see, one thing I want to show Nigerians is that you see that this our general mentality of making money as priority. This our general mentality of making money your priority always comes back to affect us. We complain about bad governance. It is owing to our general mentality of making money. We complain of kidnap. Tell me any criminal activity in Nigeria that was not sourced or instrumented or given rise by that same crave of making money, which is generally no. Tell me any form of criminality that you can imagine right now that is not owed to that general mentality of making money, which is in each and every one of us. Tell me. Which means that as a Nigerian, you shouldn't even complain if the governance is not good. As long as you are also a person that makes making money your priority, you should not complain. As a Nigerian, if you've experienced armed robbery, rape, kidnap, looting, burglary, internet fraud or whatever type of fraud, police brutality or whatever, see, you have no right to complain if you still have that mentality of go out there and make money. Our purpose is not in making money. Our purpose is to have that priority of serving humanity. Money should come. Money shouldn't even come at it. Let our focus be one, which is service to humanity. Until we start imbibing that mindset, we would continue festering that disease that would go around and will still come back and continue hurting us. So don't complain. Don't you complain as long as you're in Nigeria and making money is still your priority. You don't have to complain whenever any criminal why hold on. Why does a girl practice prostitution? All these men that have had their hearts broken by ladies, why do you think so? Everyone is out to get money. Everyone is out to make money. Why do you think a woman will suddenly think of murdering her husband? Unaliving her husband? See, she just made the money and then she has come to realize that she doesn't love the man. She went in for the money, and that's why she went straight to erase the man and give room for the person that she truly loved after she had gotten and acquired the man's wealth. So you find out that when we connect all these things, the problem is that we're so dumb, we don't connect things from foundation. We look at it from the surface. Hey, this girl is bad. Hey, our government is bad. Hey, trace it from the general mentality. The general mentality that gave rise to such uncanny system. And that is the mentality that we have. Make money, make money, make money. Ghanaians are not like that. South Africa, see, if Nelson Mandela had selfish interests within his confines, the moment he came out of apartheid, he would not want those people that colonized them to unionize with them. He would not have thought of unionization. So those decisions will tell you how these people truly think. Nigerians, think right. Think right.
And finally, Chimdi. See, I put up a video on my other channel about a story. If you've not seen it, my own story about my experience with Nigerian police. Please, I will oblige if you've not seen that video. Kindly check it on Vibe with Chivik. That video will really tell you a lot and expose a lot in line with what Chimdi has said. Because, guys, to tell you this civilization and how current updated the Ghanaian police is in this 21st century will really make you understand that they are following the trend based on updates. We are in the 21st century and everything is digitalized, like well mapped out and planned in Ghana. The same Ghana these people call ordinary Ghana, Nigerians call ordinary Ghana. You see? But can this ever happen in Nigeria? Can this be in Nigeria? Like an incident will happen in any part of Nigeria, a street, a community, a state, and the police cannot even ascertain how and where and the whole storyline behind it, because there is no system, no planning, no whatsoever. A camera, like well structured in the streets of Ghana, in the area, cities of Ghana. What does it tell you? Is this not what we experience in countries, civilized countries? Right? Okay. And somebody will still type in the comment section that Ghana is a small country. If I hear you. All right, guys, to sum this up, as they will always say that Ghanaians are silent billionaires, trillionaires. I stumbled on a video and I'm like, is this a Ghanaian man? 52 years for that matter. And these are his achievements.
Excuse me, sir. Question for you. How old were you when you made your first million?
About 34.
How old are you now?
52.
And what do you do for a living out here in Beverly Hills?
I'm plastic surgeon.
You're a plastic surgeon. Do you own your own practice?
Yes.
And I go all over the world interviewing the most successful business owners for the younger generation. Can I get 1 minute with you for the channel real quick?
Right in my car.
You get a minute?
Sure.
What was the most amount of money that you've made in a single year?
$9 million.
$9 million. So what was the worst financial decision that you made throughout your career?
Marriage.
Actually,
Marrying the wrong person.
let's say a young entrepreneur is dating right now. What's the biggest red flag that you would look out for to tell you that that's not the right person?
It's not the right person if you guys don't share the same faith. Period.
Do you believe in God?
Oh, yes. Without God, I would not be here. How can a kid from Ghana, from the slums of Ghana, be on my wildest dream, make it to Beverly Hills to be one of the best plastic surgeons in the world? It's God.
You're one of the best plastic surgeons in the world.
Yes, I do believe that, yes.
Yeah?
I do believe I'm the best.
Have you ever met a billionaire before?
Of course, I have a lot of billionaire friends, and my goal is to be a billionaire so I can do my work.
So how are you going to become a billionaire?
Diversification. I'm in the process of launching a pharmaceutical plant in Ghana. And it's going to be the biggest plant in sub-Saharan Africa, and that's the key to me becoming a billionaire.
That's incredible, man. Do you think God wants you to be rich? Do you think God wants people to be wealthy?
Yeah, he talks about in Genesis 1:26. Go ahead, take dominion over the land. God wants us all to prosper. And even Jeremiah 29:11 is I have planned for you to prosper. God is the ultimate giver of wealth. Everything is in the Bible.
You got amazing advice, my friend. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
My car is here. I have to go.
Guys, did you see how young, handsome, cute this man is looking? I'm blushing. Oh, look at how elegant this man is. Of all, very simple and humble. And the way he pieces this question that he was being asked by this young man is the best part for me. Oh shit, baddest. I can't even appreciate his response. I can't appreciate his sense of reasoning, mentality, put together everything into two. That's why Chimdi will tell you that Ghanaians are very intelligent, educated, learned, exposed, name it, and yet they still stay humble. If this was a Nigerian man to start with, in fact, the arrogance and pride alone would not even let him answer these questions correctly without boasting and making noise. You see, that is to tell you how Ghanaians are. If you are a Nigerian watching, and this is how most South Africans are, that no matter their wealth, look at them, no matter their wealth, you come to South Africa, you go to Kenya, you go to the rest of the other African countries, you will find billionaires, millionaires, trillionaires. You will never know that these people have this money because they don't even see it as anything. They don't even recognize the fact that this money is what bragging or making noise about. And that's why you see they are respected all over the world, because at the end of the day, when you liken it to the arrogance and pride of Nigerian billionaires, how Nigerians make noise, make mouth with their billionaires, you will now know that we have a long way to go. And thinking that having money is what makes you wealthy is a lie. Your peace of mind, despite your achievement, right? Your understanding, your mentality, your relationship and connection with humanity and God is the perfect gift whatsoever. Will make you sit down and say, yes, achievement and I have achieved a lot in life. Exactly. I don't know how this hits you or how you relate with this, but let me know in the comment section whatsoever you think about this particular video and the rest of others that we have reacted to. What are your thoughts, your opinion, your input from that of Mr. Beast, that of the histories, and so on and so forth we have deliberated on this episode. Yes, and please, at this point, if you watched till now, first of all, take a kiss. You are the real gem and the real MVP. But it's remaining one thing now, Charlie. Kindly destroy that like button, right? That share this video to your haters. Let them see what is going on in the motherland. Yes, and as well, smash on that subscription button if this is your first time here. Don't make it your last. Exactly, Charlie. Exactly, dollar baby. Oh, you guys are yes, keeping it real, happy, safe, and blessed until your ambassador. I'm gonna see you in my next one. But for now, do have a lovely, a blessed, a peaceful, a happy, and a cheerful day out there. Ciao, ciao.